seconds to get to your seat. 3, 2, 1. And without saying anything, if you were involved in the trade, I just want you to open up and see what somebody has. Don't say it. It'll ruin what we're going to do. Don't say it out loud. Rick. Some people remember asked if they could pick one. Just go first. I hope this didn't happen. Don't say it, but raise your hand if you did end up with your own by accident. If you're like, oh, that's my hand trend. Awesome. What we're going to do is since you don't have your own, we're going to do a little survey. I'm curious to see where you guys would fall, because this is very debatable. You can probably think of this as being quite controversial. Should we go and kill deer for no other reason than they're running into our cars? Should we go release wolves and lions around here? Well, mountain lions, not the big African lions. Lions and... Should we release those? Should we spend millions of dollars to build fences along roads? Thank you, Philip. This corner over here is going to represent number 1. The corner behind where Keisha's at is going to be number 2. That corner over there represents number 3. That corner over there represents number 4. If your paper has more than one number, you're just going to have to pick between the 2 numbers. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. What I want you to do, without speaking to me, I want you to move to the corner of the paper. Alright, we're all there. Alright. This surprised me a little. And remember, the people in that corner doesn't necessarily mean that many opinions. Stay with me, ladies. I know there's lots of things to get distracted by in the room, but stay with me on this. We have over here first, we have deer culling, which means the best idea would be to hunt down the deer to reduce the population. Is there anyone over here that would like to defend deer culling and say why that would be a good option? Is there anyone that ended up in this corner that would like to defend it? If you can't, it's okay. Number 1 is deer culling, which means humans are hired to hunt down the deer. Any of you want to defend that? Say one. Do you want to say one? You don't have to. Do you want to?
There's good 8.
You know, I would have not originally thought of that. Dante said in so many videos, deer is good eating. So Dante, you're saying it's not just killing the deer, we could actually use the deer for something else. Perfect. Is there, Charlie? I gotta pause for Charlie. Corner number 3. All you need to do is just listen to this. I'm going to get to your corner in a moment. I know there's lots of things that could easily disrupt you. I'm just asking, why would you back up number 1? Don't say why the others are worse right now. Just say why one would be best. He started by saying natural releasing the predators isn't a good idea, but is there any reason why hunting the deer is the best?
I don't know, it costs less.
Okay, cost.
Quick and easy.
Good. It is one of the faster fixes to this. Is there anyone else in the class that would like to defend number 1? Summer.
It brings down the population of the deer, like, good enough where there's still deer, but there's not only like a few. And,
good.
But
She said bringing down the population.
It's like fast, like they don't, I mean, if they're a good hunter, they won't feel anything, they'll just be good, and they won't have to suffer or sit there and die.
Good. Again, the speed. Micah?
We know it's going to work quickly and efficiently. Like, if you reintroduce predators and stuff, like, you don't know that that's necessarily going to work to help with the population. So,
She said we know it's, so you're feeling it's the most certain thing. We're like, this is gonna take care of the problem. Okay. Mark.
There's less maintenance because, like, for the fences, you're gonna have to repair them after a while, or falling trees, weathering, erosion on the metal, and then as well with the other predators that induces danger to humans as well.
Well said. Before we continue, I can get the sense that we're gonna get a little disrupted. We're gonna continue this, but I want you guys to go before we go, take a snapshot again. It looks like 3 was the top, 1 was second, then number 2, and then a couple people thought that. Before we continue, I want you to go back to your assigned seats before we go to number 2. Go back to your assigned seats. Keep your paper. A lot of good points were shared for number 1, for actually hunting the deer, and there were actually quite a few things I didn't think of. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Is there anyone who would like to defend number 2? Why do you think bringing the natural predators back would be the best option? Nick?
Well, really, like, before we started building, that was like the natural way that they really got killed, and they never went up until the humans started settling.
Okay. Nick brought up a good point there. He's saying that's the way it used to be, and when it was like that before humans settled here, there was a balance. Those limiting factors kept each of the populations in check. Good. Anyone else want to back up number 2? Well said, then, Nick. Well said. You want to, Danielle? Number 2? Another good point to that, not just the humans deer. She said it would reintroduce animals that maybe have gone away. Maybe they're endangered in our state. Maybe they're a threatened species. Nick has to say one more thing before we go to
Can you disagree with what they said about number 2?
Not right now. I'm just doing positives. Number 3. Well, anyone else for number 2 first? I don't want to speed that up. All right, number 3, the road fences. Can anyone back that up as the best option? Josh.
I think it's the best because it prevents deers from like humans and the highway without it affecting the population itself.
Okay, so you're not going in there and doing an effect on the population like the hunting or predators. You're just separating those 2 populations, physically separating them. Okay, Jess.
It can also provide more jobs for people that like don't have any jobs.
Good point. Putting up those fences would be a lot of state jobs, so it would create jobs. Carrie.
I say it's good because it can prevent deers can still have their natural life because they're still out in the woods and humans don't have to worry about it. And if humans did have a wreck, they wouldn't run into the deers or strengthen them.
Okay. So what Carrie said there I liked is she said the deer can still go about their lives. Last one, and then we'll get to negatives really quick. Last one. Anyone want to back up? Just let things be how they are. I look forward to reading those 2. 2 people did say that, and I respect that. A lot of people feel that way in this state. I look forward to reading what they said. All right, now does anyone want to say, Nick's over here with the hand code up, anyone want to say why they didn't pick one of these? Like, let's do negatives just for the next minute, then we got to get out of here. Nick, go ahead.
Okay, for the hunting one,
Give me a negative for hunting.
if you hunted them all, that would only for a few years to keep the population down, and then the population would go back up.
Okay.
Like it has been.
For the hunting, it's temporary. Okay.
Number 2,
Yeah.
if you bring the predators back out, it's also putting humans in risk because they got go camping and stuff,
Very good.
and and they can still go out and kill stuff.
She's talking about the effect on humans if we did the predators, number 2. That's going to have a huge effect. Thank you, Dylan. Dante.
You know what I'm saying? For number 4, I think we should do that because every time your car gets hit, Yeah, they're dear, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go in the shop. Body shop and there's money coming out your pocket.
Very good point. There's gonna be a huge cost there. That's money coming out of pockets, and remember, some of those can be fatal. I'm gonna go quick, and then we can continue this tomorrow. I'm gonna go really quick here. Danielle, you have a negative for one?
But I think about roof fences, it's a lot of money and it has to come out somewhere.
Good point. It's a lot of money for the fences. William,
But the fences, they're just eventually gonna start moving down the fences.
good point, good point. Keep those thoughts in your head. I know it's killing you, and that's why I let you write. I look forward to reading these. When you exit, make sure you put those in